Okay, let's see if we can turn this boring one into something interesting. Wondering what colour we're going to use. Yellow. There's got to be some yellow in that, unfortunately. We're going to use yellow. For some reason we're going that colour. Actually, we can't use the contrast. We're using this. All right, let's see what we have. We have here, I'll just show you the front cover first. It is a Big W pamphlet. It's the front, and we're interested in this picture here with the family. Oh, it makes it look so family-ish. This is real marketing happening here. You know, they're trying to use things that appeal to you to sell a product. I find that in many ways very distasteful, and that's a good way it's a very lucrative way of appealing to the populace, especially those who are in families who've got children. It's quite cruel in some ways, that kind of advertising. Anyway, that looks really, really yellow. That looks too yellow. I love yellow, but that's ridiculous. Wondering what we're going to do with it. Maybe add another background colour to that. So we're now just going to switch off our enlargement, and we're going to change the colour to magenta. So we're just going to put this aside. But I just don't understand how the yellow is it's just so much in there. Let's see how we go reversing it again. But yeah, advertising can be quite ruthless. It's always trying to appeal to your greatest feelings and your emotions. It's quite a cruel mechanism when you think about it, folks. To think that they just want your fucking dollar. They can be very aggressive, extremely aggressive. So let's see how this looks. Yeah, that looks quite nice actually. It's got more magenta look to it than I thought. Wondering if we could use another colour. We're going to stick with that colour scheme. What are we going to do with it, folks? We're going to run with this interesting colour scheme. Of course, we're going to lighten it off a bit or a lot. And we're just going to get rid of the background colour, remove the negative positive, or yeah, but yeah, advertising's really a ruthless kind of a business when you think about it. It is very ruthless, and you get the feeling the advertisers don't care about you or I. They just care about the money they can make out of us. Now I'm thinking, if maybe that's the section we're going to use. So wondering how that's going to look. That looks really quite nice, that bit in the corner. I have a feeling I could use that as something. So I'm going to just switch ourselves to 400 and we're going to put this little bit in the top left corner. So we're going to focus on that little detail if we can. If I can just keep this paper sitting nicely on the glass, which I don't think is going to happen terribly well. I'm going to have to hold it there and carefully lower the dock feeder onto it with my camera hand. This is a real pain in the ass way to work, but what else can you do? So hopefully I've got the positioning right. But yeah, advertising can be a very cruel and ruthless way, but it's all about money, and the love of money is a monstrosity that really should be stopped in its tracks. But it's something that's become a part of mankind. Now I think that's too far away from the edge. Wondering if maybe, no, that looks shit. It's not as good as I was hoping it would be. So I'm just going to go back here and we're going to make it 104 by 104. I thought that detail would look good on its own, so I'm just going to remove it with my hands and just use the whole image instead of just that little corner piece. We're just going to use the whole image as per usual. But yeah, it's to me, the love of money is really cruel and monstrous. You know, I mean, even things like this photocopier aren't made to last. They're designed for the dump, to be thrown away and replaced with a new one. So, you know, it's like that. Nothing is sacred anymore in this world, folks. You've got to realise that nothing is made to last virtually. It's all a lucrative money fuckers paradise, you could call it. It's just for them and them only. I'm actually wondering where the centre of this job is going to be. I'm thinking that's going to be the centre. I was thinking it was going to be there, but I do like that detail a lot. I do like that detail. But yeah, it's a money fucker's paradise, folks. Unfortunately, they're there to exploit us and to make money off us. I wish the world could be a more socialist kind of a world instead of a capitalist world, where everyone gets a fair go, everyone gets to have a fair shot in life to succeed, instead of letting poverty become a trap that one cannot escape. Everyone deserves a fair go. Oh well, what can we do, folks? Capitalism likes to strangle everything except its selfish piece of shit self. Strangling everything, and all for the sake of profit. All these big CEOs like Shah Yamana of Konica Minolta, you know, those dicks. These big fucking dicks who don't have a fucking heart. Who don't care about the product, who don't care about the planet, who don't care about the human race and the workers that put the product together. People like Shah Yamana have got to be stopped. How should I stop a fucking idiot like Shah Yamana? That would be an interesting solution to find. How to destroy Konica Minolta. That would be fun. I'd get a great thrill out of destroying companies like that. See how we go. Let's have a look. Yeah, that looks alright. It's not the greatest, but I think now we can call this demo quits.